guys, welcome back to another episode of Super Kai. Today I want to talk about something that is actually kind of deep and personal, to be honest with you guys. I want to talk about some of my issues that I personally have. And there are days where I don't even want to pick up the camera. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything but just curl up in a ball and cry. And I'm going to let you guys know why. I have some little issues that not a lot of people know I have, and I try not to talk about them, and I try not to dwell on them, and I try to my hardest, and I mean I try my absolute hardest not to let this affect my life. But there are days where it completely affects my life. I have depression, and I have what they call it is manic depression, which is like a severe form of depression. I also have PTSD, and I'm bipolar too. So my moods are up and down, and it's like a roller coaster, and it's one of the hardest things that you ever have to deal with. I'm making this video because I know I'm not the only one. I know that there are others out there that have to deal with it on the same basis that I do. This weekend has been one of those horrible roller coaster rides. Like yesterday, I will not lie, I did not do anything. I just laid here on the couch and just cried and cried and cried and cried. There's some things that led up to it, you know, that just, it pushed me over the edge, and there was nothing I could do about it. You know, I'm feeling a lot better today. I am back to my normal happy self again today, but there are days where that just happens, and there's nothing you can do about it when you have those type of mental illnesses. I'm supposed to be on medications, but every time that they put me on the pills, I have horrible allergic reactions. Like, I break out from head to toe in hives, and I have hives the whole entire time it's in my system. So I can't be take on those, you know, so I have to deal with it. And it's really difficult, you know, because it makes you feel like a horrible person. It makes you feel like you're being a bad parent, because I am a single parent. And it really wears on you, you know, and it's nothing I can really change. It's just things that have happened in my life that have caused me to have these mental illnesses. You know, and it's not any one thing, it's been multiple things that have happened in my past, which I'm not at all mad about my past. My past is who has made me who I am. You know, it's made me the strong woman that I actually am. And I know that I'm a strong woman. I mean, I have been doing so much on my own that most people would not be able to even start to even try to do. You know, so I try my hardest, but there are days where I fall, you know, and when that happens, the one thing that always lifts me up is when a friend just gives me a call and says, hey, are you doing okay? You know, or hey, I'm out and about today, would you like to come hang out with me? Some days I just need that, you know, because, you know, I don't ever like saying that I need anything, like that, you know. I don't ever want to say that I need somebody to be up there to uplift me, that I can do it on my own. But there are days where I am so depressed, and I am so in my mood, and that the only thing that's really going to get me out is if somebody does do that for me, you know. And I have some good friends, but being here in Florida, it makes it really difficult at the same time, because I'm away from a lot of people, you know. I'm away from my man, who is like my biggest rock, and he has helped me through everything, you know. And it's just like, there are days where it's just, you need somebody to just wrap their arms around you and tell you, hey, look it, I'm proud of you, everything's going to be okay. And I had 2 of those days back to back this past weekend. And when I get really depressed, you know, and people start messing with me and saying mean things to me and everything, I really, really take it to heart when I know I shouldn't take it to heart, and it cuts deep, and I lose it, and then my anger comes out because I am trying to combat being so upset, because I don't like anybody ever seeing me upset like that. It's one of those things that you just don't want to show people, you know. So there will be times where I'm in one of those moods, and I can't pull myself out, and so I don't pick up the camera. I don't clean, I don't do anything, you know, and it's hard to get through those days, you know. It's really, really hard to get through those days. And I am so happy, and I'm so blessed in my life that I have came so far, and I am doing so much, you know. I am fulfilling my dream. I did not want to live anywhere else. I moved to Florida. I'm making it on my own. I'm remodeling a house completely on my own. Nobody has helped me with a single thing. I have done everything in this house by myself. I work full-time also on top of that, and I'm a full-time mom, you know. So, and realistically right now I have 3 full-time jobs, you know, and it's hard. It's really, really hard. And there are days where you just wish that you had your people around you, and that you felt loved, and you don't feel so alone. Because I think honestly that's one of the things that has been really kicking my butt since I've been here, is that I am by myself. I mean, my best friend lives 45 minutes away, and she doesn't have a car, which that's not her fault, you know. But it makes it hard, because when you need somebody, there's not really anybody there, you know. So you have to be by yourself, and you have to rely on yourself. And my kids were gone all weekend, so I really was alone. And that was the first time in 3 months that I have not had my girls with me, which is hard, you know. That one really stressed me out, along with some family issues that were going on and everything. I had to cut some of my family completely out of my life, because they're just not going to be there for me. And instead of lifting me up and being loving no matter what, they tear you down, you know. And so I had to learn the hard way with my family. Even though they're blood's not always there for you, and so you have to cut them out to make yourself and make your life better. And that's what I had to do. So I want to apologize, and I want you guys to know that you're not alone, you know. People go through some bad things, and they don't ever talk about it, you know. They just kind of keep it all to themselves and just hold it in, because they don't want to be a bother to anybody. And that's my biggest thing, is I don't want to bother anybody with my issues. It's not in my nature to call you and say, hey, I need you right now, or hey, can I come over and hang out, because I don't want to be alone. That's not my nature, you know. My nature is to just suck it all in into myself and just deal with it, you know. And it's hard, because there's been days where I didn't even know if I was going to make it through the day or not, you know, because the depression is so bad. And in your mind, when you're in that depressed state, at least with the manic depression, you feel completely worthless. You feel that everybody hates you, that you have nobody there that loves you, that you are 100% alone, you know. And that's never a fun place to be, you know. It really sucks, and it really hurts. And I mean, since I've been here, I've tried reaching out to people. I've tried making friends and stuff, you know. And I do have some friends here. I'm not gonna lie, I got some good friends, but at the same time, it's like, adults are bullies, you know. And then when you have your character being completely smashed by somebody because you called them out on something that they did that hurt you, and instead of saying, hey, look, I'm sorry that I hurt you, they want to completely talk crap about you and put you down and talk about how, well, you're not a good person, you know, or any, I can't even put it into words, you know, like any respectable YouTuber, you know, those things really cut deep because you don't know me. You don't know my issues. I am a very respectable YouTuber. I am a very respectable person. I don't go out of my way to hurt anyone, you know? So it's like when people sit there and are constantly you to you, you know, you kind of just, you don't even want to deal with it anymore. You kind of just escape from it all and just suck yourself in and be like, well, if that's the way people feel about me, then why should I even try? You know, why am I even trying to make friends? Why am I even trying to be a good person? Why am I even trying to even be here on this earth? You know? And so words cut deep. They really hurt you. And especially when you have mental issues like that and stuff, words cut deep. Like when you come to somebody and say, look, you hurt my feelings really bad by doing such A or such B or such C, you know, and then they come after your character like that, it's really wrong, you know. Or for an example of saying, sitting there and talking to your kids and talking trash about you to your own children behind your back. I mean, that's not right either. And that's something else I've been dealing with this weekend, is by my own blood sitting there telling my kids how I don't love them and how I only had them to use them as pawns to hurt other people. That is never okay, because I love my children more than anything else in this world, and I have bent over backwards to give them the best life on my own. You know, I don't have somebody that's there to help me, you know. As much as I love my man and everything, he's going through his own issues right now. He's in a lot of pain. He's still healing. And I just picked up a gizmo. Gizmo! So it's like, things like that really cut deep. And they really, really hurt. You know? And so people need to, like, watch what they say to other people, because they don't know how far you're going to push somebody. Because I will be the first to admit, I sat here this weekend and I contemplated on killing myself, and I have never done that before, you know. And it's because I've just been having so much crap being said about me and to me, and just being hurt 24/7. It's like you can't take it anymore. I did not, and I'm not suicidal, so please don't think that I am. It just, when you're in that depression state, especially with the manic depression, and people are saying these things to you even though you are already so far down in the darkest, deepest hole that you can get, and people are just still kicking you while you're down, it makes you not want to live anymore. And the only reason why I keep going is because if I don't, who's going to give my kids a good life? Who's going to be there to raise them? They need their mom. They need their dad too, but they need their mom more, especially considering that they're getting to be teenage girls, you know? So that's the reason why I've kept going, and that's the reason why I will never give up and I will never kill myself, is because I love my kids too damn much. I don't ever want to hurt them that way. I lost my biological mom and pretty much a drug overdose suicide, you know. I've lost so many people in my life that I don't want to be one of them, because I know how much that hurts and I know how long the pain sticks with you, and I don't want to do that to anybody. I want to be here to give them the best life that I can for as long as I can, you know. But remember, if somebody comes after you or comes to you and says, look, you really hurt my feelings by doing A or by doing B, you know, don't ever go and try to trash them. Actually listen to them and try to make things better, you know. Like, I've even apologized to people that I should not have apologized to, because I wasn't the one in the wrong, but just to smooth things over, to make things right. And I'm still having trash talked about me. I mean, that really hurts, you know. It's like, no matter what you do, you're a horrible person and you're a bad person. you know, and you can only take it for so long. So I know that I'm speaking on a lot of, like, on this subject, and I know it's a dark subject, and I know a lot of people don't talk about it, you know, but it needs to be said, and it needs to be brought out there, you know, because I will never forget these things that people have said to me since I've been here. I mean, I have an awesome group of friends, you know, but at the same time, words hurt. And no matter how many good people that you have, and no matter how good of a person you know you are trying your hardest to be, and you're hearing those things, all they're doing is trying to nail one more nail into your coffin, you know, because obviously they're hateful and spiteful and mean individuals, you know, and it's not right to sit there and bring anybody down. It's not right to sit there and say these horrible, mean things to people, especially when they're already in a very dark place. You know, it's just not right. I mean, you can only take so much as a human being. So, yes, I have depression issues. Yes, I am bipolar. Yes, I do have PTSD. I do have triggers, you know, and especially with my PTSD, when that starts to snap in, it's like self-preservation takes over, you know, and the one thing that you want to do is, if you're being hurt, is to stick up for yourself and to hurt them worse, which is not right, you know, and I know that words hurt, and I know that I've been pushed to that point where I have said some mean, hateful things to people too, because they hurt me so bad, and it's that PTSD, that trigger that kicks you in, and it's just like, you are not even, the best way I can put it is, you're trapped in your own body, and you're watching everything happening, but you can't stop it. You have zero control over what is happening at that moment in time. It's like you just go, your mind just shuts off, and you are stuck inside there watching it like a movie screen, you know, and that's the best way I can describe how it feels to be going through that, you know. And PTSD is no joke. I mean, that is absolutely 100% no freaking joke. I mean, I give it up to all the soldiers out there that have it, because I know what they're going through. I know what other people that have PTSD go through, because I do deal with it on a daily basis, you know. You just have those little triggers, you know, like, for an instance, if a man comes up and like removes his arm real quickly, you know, I flinch, I jump, you know, and I don't mean to. It's just natural reaction. When somebody starts attacking me, my first reaction is just to attack back, you know, and it's not right. And that's something that I try my hardest to work on, and I try really hard not to let happen, but there's nothing that you can do about it. You know, you are trapped. You're watching it all happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And then you feel like crap later on because of what happened, you know, and you know why it happened, but not everyone understands what it's like to have it. Not everyone understands what it's like to be bipolar. Not everyone understands what it's like to have manic depression, you know, and a lot of people don't. It's one of the hardest things in your life to possibly deal with, and especially considering that you need to be medicated to keep yourself sane, and you can't take the medications. You know, that's like so hard, so freaking hard, because all you want to do is be normal, and all you want to do is be happy and be your normal self, but you can't, you know. I mean, I have my days where I'm super, super happy, and then I just start bawling my eyes out, and I don't even know why I'm crying, you know, and then I get angry because I'm crying, and I don't know why I'm crying. It's It's a horrible, ruthless battle that you have to go through. And then when people start attacking your character without even wanting to listen and know why you are the way you are, is 10 times worse, because it's like, why are you attacking me? You know, why are you pushing all my trigger buttons that's going to make me explode and make me into this person I don't even know and I don't even recognize, because that's not me. The true me is fun-going, happy-go-lucky. I'm always sitting there trying to help out anyone. If I just meet you and I see that you're in need of something, I'm the first one to be like, hey, let me help you. Or hey, you know what? If you need any help at all, give me a call. That's the true me. You know, that's who I try to be. I try to be one of the best individuals that you could possibly meet. Because I've been through hell and back, and I don't ever want anybody to go through the things that I have been through. I mean, if I really sat here and told you my whole entire life story, I've had people bawling their eyes out when they find out what has happened to me, you know? It's not good. I've been through hell. I'm still here, and I'm still chugging away, and I'm still pushing to be that good person. But just know that some of the things that you people say are extremely hurtful. And they are triggers. And they do make people snap. And they just, you don't know how far you're going to push somebody to the point where they actually end up blowing their head off, or eating a whole bunch of pills and killing themselves, or slitting their wrists, you know? You don't know you don't know what your actions are going to do somebody. You know, and that's why I try to never let that side come out. And I fail at times because it does come out, because it's a trigger. And I just, like I said, it just happens, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. And then I feel like crap later on, which sends me even into a more deeper, darker depression hole, because I feel horrible about what has happened. You know, and I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. That's not why I'm making this. I'm making this so that people know that they're not alone going through the same things. I'm sitting here talking about it because I want people to understand what they do to other people. You know, it's not fun. You know, and dealing with this is a daily struggle and a daily fight. You know, no matter how hard you try, somebody's going to bring you down. Somebody's going to sit there and push your buttons. Somebody's going to use you and then throw you away. Somebody's going to get mad because you said, look, you hurt my feelings. Somebody's going to just see that you're down and then take advantage of it because they see you're down, and they want to kick you while you're down even more. Because people are mean, you know. I mean, this world is an awful place to live anymore. I mean, you can't trust hardly anyone. There's very few people that you can honestly trust and that will actually be there for you. So, I know it's not going to be a long vlog today, because this is the things that I'm talking about, you know. But just know, try to be good to people. Try to be kind to people, because you don't know what they're going through. And if somebody comes to you and says, hey, look, you hurt my feelings, then listen to them. You know, try to make that change. Don't sit there and attack them for being honest with you, you know, because that shows right there what type of individual you are. That shows that you're the bully. That shows that you're being in the wrong, you know, because obviously if somebody has the nerve to come into you and say, hey, look, this isn't right, this is what you did that really hurt me, you shouldn't attack somebody for it, you know. And then you should never go behind somebody's back and start trash talking them when you don't even know. So don't judge anyone unless you are going to judge yourself. you know, because you don't know what people have been through. You don't know how close to the edge they actually are to just offing themselves. You don't know these things, you know? So don't ever judge somebody unless you are freaking perfect. Because when you point your finger at somebody, guess what? You got 3 more fingers pointing right back at you. Lesson to be learned in that one. I don't ever try to judge anyone. You know, even the people that did me horribly wrong, all I can say is, shame on you. I feel sorry for you. You know, I feel sorry for you that you have to feel that you need to attack people. Because it's not okay. And even when I mess up, and even when the self-preservation takes over and I lash back out, you know, because I can't control it, I still will go back and apologize for it because I honestly feel horrible that even happened, you know? I try to show everybody kindness. My big thing is I want to make at least one person smile a day because then I know that I did a good job. You know, I'm living my life to do something good. That's why I go and I try to help homeless people and I try to help out other people, you know, because I know what they're going through and I don't ever want anybody to feel the things that I have felt. So, there's my deepest, darkest secrets. And I hope that by me opening up about these things, I can at least help one other person out there because you're not alone, you know? You are loved. You are wanted. Don't ever let anybody make you feel that way. And don't ever let anybody take away the light that you have inside of you because you truly are loved. You deserve to be here. And I'm proud of you and I love you. And I don't care who you are. If I've never even met you face to face, I love you because I know how hard you're trying. So, like I said, I hope that I can help at least one person by making this video. And I hope people can understand me some more. And if I just fall completely off the radar, you know, for a day or two, just know that it's because I'm dealing with my personal demons that I have to deal with on a daily basis. It's nothing against you guys. I love you guys with a passion. You guys have helped me out through more things than I can possibly imagine, you know? But don't ever judge anybody. And just remember, no matter what, you're loved. You have a right to be here. You are a beautiful soul. And don't ever let anybody think of that any differently. Now I'm going to close this tonight because, well, I don't want you guys to see me cry. And I want you guys to know that it will be okay. There is a light at the tunnel. So, peace, guys. I love you guys all. And like I said, I hope I helped you.